Hey, Anonymous Andrew. Okay, so this is my weekend rant. Gonna mix it up a little bit this weekend. Why? Because season 2 starts tomorrow. So it's Friday night. It is October 13th. Happy birthday, sister. It's October 13th and it's Friday night. And I had an epiphany this week that I want to share with you. I also got 2 new reviews. So let's get into the reviews and then I'm going to share something with you. I'm going to keep this really brief because tomorrow season 2 starts and I'm dropping season 2 opener, and it will be, so there'll be no rant because usually my rants are on the weekend, so I'll do the rant tonight. I'll make it short, and season 1 will start. I have an interview with 2 ladies who are fed up with the dating world and the dating apps, and this is a good way to open up season 2 because season 2 is all about dating in the modern world and how complicated it is, and depending on what side of the coin you're on, either it's horrible or it's I'm hearing some people are having luck with it. So I'm not here to put anything down about it. I'm just going to present to you my findings with various people, with guests, like anonymous guests coming on, tell their stories, or professional guests that come on and talk to us about dating, flirting, and how to work the apps. And I actually have 2 CEOs who developed apps that I interview. So I'm going to introduce 2 new apps to you. That may not be so new, but I'm going to talk to the CEOs. So I got a lot for you for season 2. But anyway, let's get to the. By the way, this might be on YouTube. I'm exhausted. It's Friday night, like I said. If I can stay awake long enough to edit this and put it on YouTube, I'll probably pop it on tonight, maybe in the morning. We'll see. Okay. So, since the last time I gave you some reviews, which was probably 2 weeks ago, I have received 2 new reviews. And I will read them in order. So, this is from this is from Vinny Positivo. Okay, Vinny, thank you. And he wrote, such a fun listen, 5 stars. I admit to binging a few episodes. Andrew's tone, tenor, and choice of topics is superb. Clapping emoji. Well done, sir. Well, thank you, Vinny. Thank you very much for that. Next, we got Mandy C. And then it's C, 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 C. And Mandy, 4 stars. Helpful for relationship support. I think people in challenging situations need validation and normalizing of situations, so this show seems to be helpful for someone like that. And yes, Mandy, that's my goal, is to try to help others who have been struggling in the dating/relationship world. So that's my 2 reviews for this week. Yeah. Okay. All right. I mentioned the word epiphany. This week, as I might have mentioned earlier, last week, this week was the 1 year mark of the end of the last relationship. And I have spent the entire year talking about that relationship on the podcast, off the podcast, a lot in my mind, back and forth and back and forth. She's horrible, she's good, I loved her, but she's not good. I was listening to a podcast on the way home today, and there was one woman who said, if you don't bring out the best of each other, then you're just not good for each other. And apparently, we didn't bring out the best in each other. So I think she brought out the best in me, but apparently I didn't bring out the best in her. If anything, I brought out the worst in her. Anyway, not going to rehash that. Where I'm going with this is it's almost like I needed a full year of mourning, grieving, healing, and just processing. And throughout that year, yes, I went on some dates and talked to many women, but none of it went anywhere. And that's because I wasn't ready. I did it for the podcast. I did it out of curiosity. I did it to see what the apps were, if I could maybe get stories from the apps or just play with some of the apps. And I was on, I'll tell you, I was on Our Time, Bumble, Hinge, eHarmony, Silver Singles. I am on Filter Off, and I am on Amore, and I'm missing one. So anyway, but the point is, I'm like 6 to 8 apps I'm on, not at once, but over the course of the year. Something happened last weekend that woke my ass up. I'm doing laundry. So I live in the first floor of a house, and I don't have a washing machine. So that's where I live. I love it. I have a private entrance. I have, like, the entrance is like in the side of, like, you don't see it from the front. I have a lot of privacy. The landlord does not bother me, and I come and go, and it's just, it's like, I don't want to use the word man cave because, hey, look, there's my living room, right? Okay. It's not really set up as a man cave. If anything, it's more like a temple for the tarot stuff. See, I went off on a tangent. I forgot where I was going now. Oh, washing machine. I don't have a washing machine. So I have to go do my laundry, and literally 2 blocks away, there's a laundry place. And I go there every weekend, and usually alone, and usually on a Saturday afternoon. This past weekend, I went, my youngest son had texted me and said, "Hey, Daddy, you going to do your laundry this weekend? I'd like to tag along. I got a whole load." Where he lives, their machine was down for 2 weeks, and I guess they were waiting for a new delivery or something. So I said, "Yeah, sure, come along." Anytime I get to spend with any of my kids, it's a no-brainer. So even if it's just doing laundry, no problem. So, but he couldn't do it until Sunday late evening. But I got no schedule. I do it Saturday afternoon, but he couldn't do it till Sunday, so I waited till Sunday. And I'm glad that I did, because while we were doing the laundry and kind of just kicking back in this laundry place is big, and it has places that you can hang out. They got Wi-Fi. So you can, if you're alone, you could do, surf your phone on Instagram and do your thing or whatever you want to do. They got TVs, they got vending machines. But I was with my son, so we were chit-chatting, but I caught out of the corner of my eye this woman who seemed to be in my age bracket. If I had to guess, young mid 50s. I'm a little older than that, and that's just a guess. But I found her attractive, like very attractive. There was something about her that caught my eye. But I'm with my son. I'm not going to abandon him or, hey, son, I'll be back in 5 minutes and we're going to go pick up this chick in the laundromat. I'm not going to do that. But we were kind of like, I don't know, 20, 30 feet away from each other, because in the laundromat, they got all these rows of washing machines. And so she was in like 2 rows over. But coming in and out of the door, I spotted her several times. And I guess the male ego kicked in, right? And I said, well, I don't know if she sees me, but I saw her. So I needed to make sure that she saw me. So I made a round. So I had to go out to my car, but I went in a roundabout way, so I would have to pass her. I don't know how to explain it, but just I walked a different way to get to the door so she would see me. And then when I came back and sat down, they have mirrors around the soffit of the corners of the ceilings, where you could, I don't know what they're for. I have no idea what they're for, but you can look up and see other people. We locked eyes. There was one point where I was sitting, just waiting for my laundry, talking to my son, and I looked up and I saw her looking up, and we locked eyes. Almost like 5 seconds. I stared at her and I gave her a smile, and I think my son said something, and I had to put my attention back to my son, but I cannot stop thinking about this woman. This is Friday. This happened last Sunday. So what am I going to do? Okay, so I've been going there for 4 years, and I have never seen her. So people do laundries at different times of the day, of the week, whatever, right? If you go out to do your laundry, some people do it at night, some do it, whatever. You get the point. Come and go. Some people have their routines, is what I'm getting at. And my routine was Saturday afternoon, which means that if she comes on Sundays late in the day, and that's her routine, I will never cross paths with her again if I continue to come on Saturdays. So this weekend, I am going to go back at the same time that I went last Sunday with my son. I don't know if my son's coming with me this weekend, but I'm going to go between, I think we were at 5 p.m. on Sunday, I think is when we went. So I can get there like at 4:30. And a laundry place is a great place to kill time, because you got 40 minutes for the wash cycle. Then depending on how much clothes you have and how wet they are, you could spend another 20 to 30 minutes waiting for them to dry. And there's nothing saying that you have to take them out of the washing machine and put them in the dryer right away. If you want to just sit there and chill, listen to a podcast, check your social media, whatever, you can hang out in the laundromat. If you're looking for women, it's a great place to hang out. And by the way, this laundromat has quite a few Latinas there. Quite a few. And if you guys know, that's kind of my weakness, Latina women. Of course, the ex was a Latina. But this woman last Sunday was not a Latina, by the way. I don't know what... I mean, she was white, but I couldn't guess anything other than that. So I guess that's my rant. I'm going to go back this Sunday in 2 days, and I'm going to try to see if she's there. See if she comes back. like if it's her regular routine on Sunday evenings. And if she's there, I am going to make an approach. I'm working on that part. I haven't gotten that far yet. But this will be something unusual for me, and I haven't done this entire year. I have not made a cold approach in the real world to a woman this whole year because I just hadn't had no interest, hadn't had any interest, and or nor did I see somebody that I really. But this woman really caught my eye, and I want to go back and find her. And the only way to do that is to go back on the same day, the same time that she was there last Sunday, and hope that the universe puts us back together again. So I will let you know. All right? I think that's it for my rant. I just wanted to check in. This is officially the end of season 1. I know I keep saying that, and I kept dropping episodes, but I had so many that I recorded, I wanted to get them out. Starting tomorrow, October 14th, episode number 1 of season 2 will drop. So you're going to see 2 back-to-back episodes, but this is the short one. I've only recorded, 16 minutes. So short one. All right. Anonymous Andrew saying, hey, listen, please choose wisely. If you're going to do what I'm going to do, if you're going to go looking for women and go dating them, and then it's time to make that decision whether or not you want to take it to the next level, please choose wisely. Otherwise, you end up with a podcast like me. Until next time, ciao.